Alright, it's been a while. I just went through a pretty hectic recording, so give me a minute. Alright, it's been a while, at least like 5 months. I'm not gonna go into the finer details of what I went through, but today I want to show you at least a little bit of progress I've made on this, alright? So, I'm going to show you the music for Zone 5 and Zone 6. Get a little taste of that. That one, for some reason, does that. But, alright, it's been hectic. Forgive me if I'm emotionally drained right now, but this freaking game, I swear to God, I'm glad to be back to, try to, make more stuff here, but it's just infuriating sometimes. It's... Alright, anyways. Here we go, Ice. Let me open up. Enjoy. Alright, there you go. Fifth Zone. Honestly, my most favorite soundtrack of Space Blaster so far. Pretty proud of that one. I'm not that good at making music, but I gotta say I really like the way this turned out. Now the next one, which is a zone that we're currently working on, is, how Abandoned Colony is basically inspired off of... What was it called again? Lost Ark or something from that one Sonic Adventures 2 level. This one's inspired off of Mute City from F-Zero, I believe the game is called, because I've only ever heard it from Smash Bros. Part of it's inspired from it, but anyways, here you go. Well, there you go. God, I'm so annoyed about what's happened, but let's not worry about that. I had to go through a whole bunch of mass deletion, like save. We were at like 150 something around that number. Now we're at 69, and I had like little less than 500 megabytes left, and yet somehow there's not enough local space on this damn PS4. Sometimes I wish I could just get rid of the damn limitations. Anyways, rundown of what I've been working on and how I've been going about doing it in the past, technically a day. If you don't count today as a day, then maybe 2 days, probably. So, give me a minute. Alright, so basically what we've been doing is getting some of the okay, where the hell is this damn thing at? Oh, for frick. Anyways, we've been getting the enemies basically ready to be able to accept a shield, which in the grand scheme of things doesn't seem like that big of an issue, but when you consider the way this game saves, or not saves, but updates certain things, it's just, how do I put this? Here's a good example. I hooked up 2 selector gates to a timer, right? One goes into the starting port, yes, that, and another one goes into the reset point. Let's say selector B and selector A. For reference, selector A goes into the restart point, which I believe resets the shield to go back into a small form. I'm getting ahead of myself, but the shield basically pops up when this ship that we're making here right now essentially initiates, activates its shield, however you want to use it, that word. Basically activates its special ability. And if the enemy ship gets caught up in the blast, it gets a shield. And the shield is given as such, like I have said. God, I'm so mentally drained right now. Okay, give me a minute. So, the selector, you would think, when you update it, goes and immediately just has it connected when you bring it to the other room, right? It should, like, most game-making things should automatically update it with the wire going into selector. But for some reason, this game didn't do that. No. This game decided that it did not want to do that. Therefore, forcing me, I don't even know why I'm going with the shape, forcing me to manually replace all the damn wires. Instead of, having it automatically go there. Like, what's up with that? I don't get it. This game just doesn't make sense half the times. It just, stuff like that is what made me not want to come back for a while. But I'm back as much as I can until I can get enough, God, I'm so infuriated. It's just, I can't put on a good, straight act face. Today has just been aggravating. Not just because of this. There's like different reasons, but the place I work at is just terrible. Simply just awful. And I am emotionally and mentally drained, and I can barely come up with words right now. Hell, I don't even know if I should be trying to make a ship right now, because I don't know if it's going to come out good. But then again, I usually don't go via any order when I come to make ships. It's just whatever I do, whatever I please. There's no rhyme or reason. No, there's none of that. I do whatever I want. Sometimes it'll look good, sometimes it won't. Sometimes I gotta take a little extra time to make it look good. Anyways, yes, today has been hectic. I went through a lot of updates and adjustments in this, and now here we are. Thankfully, the coding for the shielding the enemies to get the shield is done and completed. That part wasn't hard. Like, really, that was not that hard at all. The annoying part was the fact that it didn't update the objects with the shield. Like, it did not have the shield there, which you would think if you're updating an object, that of which, is affected by a pretty significant change, such as allowing the enemies to get shielded, you would think this game would, add the shield there. But nope. There was no shield when I updated that object. There was no shield at all. It was bare. It was empty. There was nothing. It, how you say, did not exist, which forced me to go in, delete all of the enemies that were able to accept the shields. I don't know why I did that. And then replace them again, which is actually a lot of work. A lot more than you think. Let me explain to you how that was a lot of work. So, we have basically, with the way Dreams goes about making its, how do I want to phrase this? Graphics. The way it goes about graphics is, actually, good example. Let me go on ahead and initiate the thermometer. Right there, see that? 2%? Not a lot here, correct? But that's because we haven't put in too much effort. But that percentage will go up to like 10, 20, 40 on rare cases. That's a lot. And I don't reduce the graphics of the enemy ships mainly for, screenshot purposes, which actually I should probably save this preemptively. This is the shielder. We don't need a fancy, complex name for it. It's just shielder. Nobody's gonna call it, I did not mean to do that. Oy vey. Nobody's gonna call it whatever fancy name a shield would probably be. Should this be? Oh yeah, this is fine. This is where it needs to be. You fool. You fool! Anyways, where the hell was I? I'm gonna move this back over here, and boom. Okay. What's next? What's next? Yes. We'll have multicolor here, because why not? Damn, I lost track of what I was talking about before, which is probably for the best. I don't need to be any more aggravated than I already am. Oh. Crap. That was in a good spot, too. Okay. Alright, we can fix this. Yeah, that's good. Sure, why not? The design I have in mind for this one is essentially a circular ship. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this without making it look weird. Easier said than done. Part of me thinks I should have it like curved here, but if we do this, I probably should have it be its own separate color. Right about here, yes. Although, I should probably move you up so I can delete this. Or I probably could have moved it up higher, who knows. Okay. And let's see, maybe a cylinder. Why? What? Hold on. Are you going the right way? I think it's going the right way, but I can't tell. I can't tell now, can I? Alright, go back into the center. Don't forget, it's been a while since I've done this. Like, my god, 5 months? It's been quite a while. Way too long. It's been a while since I've done this. Don't really know what to talk about. Kind of flustered. Flustered and flabbergasted. Flabbergasted by many things that the design decisions that went into this entire process. Yes, I could talk about that. Game Maker. Yeah, anybody know about Game Maker? Really good. Really nostalgic right there. I've been used to that system for like a long time now. I haven't been working on any games there at all. The Dreams is basically just a way to be able to do just that, but with a little bit more, I guess, mass? No. Well, yes and no. A little bit more... Actually, good example. This, right? Whoops. This right here. I would not be able to make something like this in Game Maker because, again, the really was only good for like 2D, and this was like, I think before the advanced one, which I tried to get into. Actually, let me give you a little backstory on a game that I really do want to make at some point, that I might even be able to make on Dreams if it, doesn't keep trying to screw me over on many occasions, but... The Realm of the Cats. You know, those little orange fuzzy guys, the cats that are basically immortal. The souls of the dead cats from our universe who goes to this universe to basically live out their lives. That's essentially what they are. And I decided to try to make a game with them on Game Maker. Now, essentially what I was making was basically Crash Bandicoot-esque kind of game, the Warp Room system. And it was in 2D. Think about like the GBA games. The major difference here was there was no crates, but there was little gems, shards that you were to collect. And collecting them all would form like a full gem, but you don't get a gem, you get... Well, this part wasn't in the Game Maker, but I decided to add it in as I thought about the game. But yes, you collect all the gems, shards, and you get a gem at the end of the level, like Crash Bandicoot 2. And what there is an ancient cat, basically a cat that goes on all fours. Modern cats are the ones with two, they walk on 2 legs, brain malfunction, and they're more, what's the word I'm looking for? Anthropomorphic in a sense. They don't act like normal cats. The ancients, however, they do act like normal cats. They don't speak. They just sit there looking at you, judging you, whipping their tail back and forth. Pretty standard cat stuff, really. Ah, crap. And what these ancients are basically just the founders, quote-unquote, of the realm of the cats. Meaning... Alright, I'm going to have to do this differently. Meaning they are the originals. They came before the moderns, and then the moderns came after that and started to become the norm there. So what you played as was a modern ROTC cat, which Realm of the Cats. That's how they refer to themselves for some reason. Nobody knows why. They don't question it, though. Because why would you question the cats? There's really no other way around it. Why would you question a cat? They're going to do their thing, even in this new afterlife of theirs, which is essentially just like a different dimension where their souls go and they become immortal, but you get the point. So you played as this modern cat who went by the name of Matt. I don't know why I decided to go by that. Hey, that rhymed. But yes, Matt the cat was basically a modern cat sent to go on an adventure to stop a mechanical mastermind, I don't remember his name, that was seeking to enslave the cats. Because of their immortality, obviously, they are, not susceptible to normal dabblage. There's another game idea I have in mind called Castle Cats, which is simply like, if, the first idea is called Mechanical Mayhem, and the original what's the word I'm looking for? The main level hub for that is reminiscent of Crash Bandicoot 2, with the way the warp room system works in that game. Which if they make a Crash Bandicoot 5, I really hope they at least bring back the warp room system. Expand upon it. You don't have to, keep it the 5 for 5. Make it, maybe 10 worlds with 5 levels. That's 50 levels right there. Maybe a couple of bonus warp rooms or something. To keep people on their toes or some shit. I don't know. Something more. Something large. Something that's nostalgic, but also new. I mean, don't get me wrong. I did like the way the inventory system in Crash 4 worked. Inventory, Jesus Christ, the World Hub. I liked the way that looked, but at the same time, I miss the 5 worlds, 5 levels deal, or at least something with 5 levels, a boss, and then you go to the next world. That was there was something so charming and unique about that I wish they would bring back. I hope they bring back. I'm really holding out hope that they would bring that system back and improve upon it. Sure, it's an old system, but you can improve upon old systems, can you not? It's not like you can stay limited to it. I mean, hell, the idea with Mechanical Mayhem is to have it be limited to essentially the same system, 5 worlds and then 1 bonus world. But if I were to make a sequel in that particular instance, and here's another important thing, Matt the Cat is for the Crash Bandicoot-esque level hubs. I don't remember what the other one was called. I think Nat the Cat was made for the Mario World level hubs. I mean, the gameplay in Matt the Cat Matt the Cat and Castle Cat would still be the same, but it's something that I can't make in Dreams because it's way too big. And if you know anything about Dreams, you cannot have a large project, because if you have multiple of a certain thing and multiple levels that you have to update, you gotta go through all those levels and update them. And if the update you make is too big, it's not, or too significant, let's say 2 wires, it's not going to connect those wires. You're going to have to go in there and connect it yourself. Or say the shield, for example. You're going to have to delete all of the objects and place in new ones. Okay, forget about that. Castle Cat. It's basically similar to Mechanical Mayhem. Only difference is, instead of getting to the midpoint, midpoint. Midpoint's basically where you would get the crystals, but the ancients give you a token. A golden token that signifies that, yes, you have done this task. Now get the hell out of this level. And hang it above your, wait a minute. Okay, now hang this token above that level you just went in and make us proud or something like that. I don't know. Nobody knows why the ancients are giving the modern cats tokens. Maybe it's a form of encouragement to get them to do stuff. I mean, they are essentially just like us, right? But the they have these little hobbies and outfits. They all look the same, though. That's another mystery of the realm of the cats that we don't know. Why do they all look the same? It makes no sense. I mean, they all are still adorable. You know, little orange and whites just running around with outfits on to signify their profession. But why do they all look the same? Hmm? This would be a spoiler, though, for another larger project. One that I do hope that I can go on ahead and make drawings of at some point. But first I gotta draw the Weird Factory, which, by the way, is coming up quite soon. Spoilers! Although I highly doubt any of you on DeviantArt watch this, and if you do, let me know. For the love of God, let me know! I mean, surely you have some interests in these game development stuff, right? Right? Answer the question when I'm speaking to you! Anyways. Yes, the Weird Factory. The thing that I have been waiting to draw for so long. I'll get into that in a minute, though, because I should probably finish my conversation with Castle Cats and, well, not really Castle Cats, mainly, Mechanical Mayhem. So Mechanical Mayhem, like I said, crystal system is similar, but you get a token, and there's an ancient cat sitting there looking at you. You go up to the ancient cat, reaches its head right behind its back, pulls out a token, flips it in the air, and a token does that ding, not the crystal ding because copyright and all that stuff. It's got to be somewhat original. And then, what else? It goes into your quote-unquote inventory. You know how Crash has an inventory, but not actually an inventory at that particular instance. More like it shows you that you have it. Yeah, anyways. Yes, that's basically the level completion system in this. And it works perfectly. In Crash 2 and 3, they really limited themselves on, like, the crystals story-wise. I mean, in Wrath of Cortex, none of that mattered because it just did its own thing. But in this one, there is no reason for us to not reuse the tokens, because the tokens are supposed to be motivational items so that modern cats will go out there and do good deeds. I mean, we could probably just go off of, if we're going back to the Crash subject, we could probably just go off of saying, yes, there are more than just 25 crystals, or maybe, oh, actually, that would be a good plot, to bring back the crystals and all that stuff. Essentially have it be where there is more master crystals and slave crystals, and then have it be a case of, I would say, yeah, 25 short levels for each 5 worlds, and maybe like 2 master crystals or 3 master crystals, and then there's like the main major boss in like every 5th warp room gives you a master crystal. Obviously, the levels have to be short because, oh my god, those levels are so freaking long in Crash 4. I swear, it's too long. It's too damn long. I mean, it's fine to have a long level every now and again, but not every single instance. Anyways, I'm losing track of what I was saying before. Mechanical Mayhem. Yes, back to that subject. So, next we have the gems, like I've said before. The gem system works is similar to how the Wumpa Fruit works in Crash Bandicoot. Like, you collect the gem shards. There's a bunch of them. Maybe we'll have, like, some gem shards that give... Where the hell am I? Okay, we're fine. The world just flipped for some reason. Anyways, we'll have some gem shards with 3, 5, stuff like that. I have no clue if this is... Okay, no, that's fine. And collect... Let's see. So in this one, the metal system goes off of bronze, silver, and gold. So if you collect, I guess, maybe like, I want to say 1, at least a little over 1, and you get bronze. And if you go over 50% shards, you get silver. Like, you go there and you see like a half-ass completed crystal. That's like a crystal gem. Half-ass incomplete gem. And the cat's like, well, you got some of it, so here's consolation prize. And once you've gotten all of it, you got a fully formed gem, and then they give you the golden token, the one that you want. And that essentially fills in the gem slots. Yeah, there will be color gems and extra gems and like secret hidden paths and stuff, and obviously the camera system would be limited. I think that would be easy to achieve in Dreams, but at the same time, I have no idea. The one thing I'm worried about is the whole entire creation process. Okay, I think this is just about almost done. Maybe I can add some little bits and pieces hanging off the side here. But yes, I feel like it might be easy. I have enough experience with the coding and the logics and all that stuff to be able to, at the very least, take a good crack at it. But we're not able to fit a whole lot of stuff in here, alright? I'm worried about trying to make a 1, 2, maybe 3 minute long level. I mean, I guess Naughty Dog was onto something back then. They were able to fit in a lot on such a small hardware system setup. And I feel like we should be able to make that stuff in Dreams, but I don't even know where to start. And if I try to do it, it's just going to be a mess, and it's going to be like, well, this isn't good. This is a freaking disaster. I give up. I think that's what most people are like here. Like, most people like try to start large projects, but they go in with more than they bargained for. They don't expect, like, certain things. Alright, forget it. I'm going back into the aggravation talk again. This is fun time. Back to mechanical mayhem. So oh, should I have a shield icon? Yeah, I'm gonna have a shield here. So we've covered the crystal portion, we've covered the gem portion. Now what about time trials? Well, in Crash 3 there was a reason for like relics and stuff. I think it was something to do about Entropy and whatever the hell his deal was at the time. But in this one, the ancients are just like there to give a challenge to the modern cats by allowing them to run through the level again, at a time trial. It works similar to, Crash 3 and how time trials work there. Major difference is shards are the ones that are changing into, what do you call it? Time gems, I guess. We got time crates and time gems. Yeah, sure, why not? And then, basically, in Castle Cat, for fuck's sake, why do I keep going back to Castle Cat? In Mechanical Mayhem, you have 3 hit points immediately right off the bat. Similar to how, like, Crash did all the, what do you call it, the lives. Gem shards give you, basically, lives when you get to 100, and, there are hearts to give you, hearts get around a level to give you, extra health when you're low on health. The major things that kind of set it apart from that is the fact that we got no boxes, so we gotta, like, try to work on something unique. And that right there is something unique. Well, unique, not unique, but different from Crash at least. Because there are multiple games out there that have hard canisters that increases your health when you're low. But, what color should this guy be, actually? But yes, that's how this works. Ugh, God, my brain is shutting down. I'm suffering a cerebral cortex trying to come up with words and explanations. I'm much better at writing this stuff down. But, I don't know when I'm going to actually do any of that. Of explaining that. Or making a drawing for that. I might not. Or I might. Who knows? It's a nice idea for a game that I want to try to get out. But before I continue on to the next subject, let me at least try to finish this. Give me a chance, guys. Give me a chance to try to finish this. So, yes, some gem shards turns into time crystals, which in turns stops the clock, like in Crash. You know? And you go through the level, and essentially it's just the same as Crash. Get to the end as fast as you can, and depending on how good you do, you get a token. Those ancients love giving cats tokens, and those cats love those tokens. I feel like I should make this white. Kind of good. I could probably do some more adjustments here and there. The one major difference that I would make with this is as soon as you enter the warp room, the thing that you get the gem in, the time stops there, and the cat standing on the area where you get the gem throws the token at you depending on how good you did when you got through that door. Instead of like rushing to the yeah, because in Crash 3 it was a rush to get to the warp bubble. In 2, the Insane Trilogy, it was more of a case of you get to the end of the level instead of the warp thing. And like with Crash 2, you got like a little extra step there. But in this one, I kind of want to have it so where you go to the warp room, and that's where you get the time token. And I don't know, because there are icons on the tokens. The level completion token is basically the ROTC cat's face. You've seen it before in one of the drawings that I've made. And the gem token, simply put, is a gem on it. And the gems also follow suit the color, that of which it's supposed to be. What am I missing? Man, it's been so long that I don't remember how I did all the finite details. So basically, yes, Mechanical Mayhem is supposed to be a love letter to Crash Bandicoot. To show that, yes, we do miss that warp room design. And also because, I don't know, I kind of want to try my hands at making something like that. It's just so nostalgic. There's something about it. There's something about 3 warp rooms. Okay, this should not be on. Or 3 warp rooms. 5 warp rooms. 5 levels. Where's the grid? There's the grid. I really hope they bring that back, man. I really do. Because that was a nice classic system. Oof. I might be able to make that game here. It depends, really. I do have Blender, and isn't Unity like free or something? I don't know. That's a lot of work that I don't have time for. With stuff that I have to learn. At least with this, I know how to make some stuff. But, man, I just really wish that this would be more cooperative. Oh yeah, I was talking about how different the Castle Cats was supposed to be, right? Although, honestly, I don't really feel like going into that because the system for the gems and the relics or the time tokens are the same. It's just the level completion is different. The level completion consists of how do I want to explain it? There's lost cats. All right, this cat's main objective on its adventure, I don't want that, is to find cats who are lost in the world outside of the main world that Matt explored. Basically uncharted territory. And most of the cats that try to go on this adventure, they're now lost out in the wild, not knowing where to go. They walk around slowly in circles, pacing back and forth, and with this terrified look on their face. And it is your objective as Nat the Cat to find those cats and get to the end of the level. Getting to the end of the level will send those cats to the castle that you procured from, let's just say, a group of dark creatures who were a part of that castle. Obviously, in this, we need to have a new enemy because at this point, because this is supposed to take place after Mechanical Mayhem. And in this instance, the guy who you're supposed to fight as the main antagonist, he does die in the end. Don't forget, though, Mechanical Madness. He's a machine. So, not necessarily, rated M. What happens is that in the epic battle at the end, the ancient cats shoot him down with a kunai dagger from their mouths. You know, the whole lick their paws 3 times, a dagger is shown in their mouth, they lick the 4th time, it gets shot. I don't know why I made that a thing, but it's too hilarious to not have it be there. Oh god, the cruiser, yes. And then he dies. I did not want that, essentially. Supposedly, it's left up for interpretation, because, you know, if we were to make a second game involving Matt the Cat, we would want this guy to come back, would we not? Alright, show me the stuff. Wait, no. Oh god, okay, back up. Hold on. Hold it. We want to grab you. I forgot, were you difficulty 3? I can't remember, it's been a while. It's been too long. And we got like 7 minutes of recording? I can go for an hour, I think. I think I still have it set to an hour. I better have it set to an hour. I hope it tells me when recording ends. You're gonna get an abrupt end to the frickin' entirety of me rambling on about cats and how they're going out and saving other cats from being lost, and this feels like it's off. That's because it is off, and I never asked for this. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I can fix this. There's no need to panic, room. Everything is under control. Everything is under control, yes, I think. Just one more, and... why are you doing this, game? That's another thing. Why does it do this? Game, please, just for the love of God, stop being a douche. Okay. Alright. Why are you not... This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted at all. Oh, whatever, it's fine. It's okay. Everything is okay. Get your ass out of here. Jesus Christ, man. I can't sometimes. But this was the central point, was it not? This piece right here? So you should still be centered. At what point did you not get centered? When did this happen? Who hurt you? Who hurt you, game? Why are you doing this to me? Will that fix you? You fucking cuck. Alright, it's fine. Everything is fine. I will add you to the group. Actually, wait. I will do this first. I'm not going to go too in-depth with the coding here. This was... Son of a bitch. This was mainly just to show you guys the new model and show you the music, because I need 100% focus coding this, even though it shouldn't be too hard to code. The main thing about this particular enemy is that there's a few instances where it can give out a shield. This shield right here is not needed, because you're not supposed to give out your own shield. Otherwise, it's going to be invincible, and that's... Yeah, we could do this. We're going to change the color of this to whitish yellow. I still don't know why that's like that. Or I probably know, but I have forgotten because it's been 6 months or 5. Alright, that's good. I believe this one's... No. Fucking I got something in my throat. That or I've been talking too much and I haven't been drinking anything. Ah, crap. I believe it was difficulty and nothing else? Okay, you're a difficulty 3, so 1, 2, 3, and if you haven't figured it out yet, no tags means difficulty 1. I don't really feel like trying to explain it. I think the health bar here is fine, right? Although the health bar's not going to matter, this thing is supposed to be, alright, I gotta fix that, right? I gotta refresh myself on how I did all this, because, we're back, baby, for as long as until I can get Back for Blood, because I've been wanting to play that game. It's been a while since I've had a Left 4 Dead kind of game. Wait, can we see that explosion, please? Okay, good, good. It's right where it needs to be. Oof. Wait a minute, I didn't even check to see this... the size. What is your size? How big are you? Alright, a little bit... That's good. We don't want you to be too big. So, let me give you a rundown on what this, what this ship is basically for. So, the shielder shields enemies, making them invincible, which can be a pain in the ass, depending on the situation and depending on who it shields. If the shielder shields a powerful enemy, you're kind of screwed at that point. And, if it shields an enemy in front of it, and the enemy refuses to move, and is fast, a little bit faster than the ship, but slow enough to, like, stay behind it, you will not be able to kill the shielder. If a shielder dies in battle, all the shields the enemies have will go away, even shields from other shielders. And, after, like, a couple of seconds, the shielder that's still alive on the battlefield, that just had its enemy ship's shields been removed, will initiate another set of shields on a new group of enemies if there are any nearby. That's the point. We can get rid of this because you're not supposed to be shielding yourself. Essentially, this is an enemy that you need to kill first and foremost, before it can even get its shield off. Now, once it goes on the screen, this is what it's going to do. If it detects 3 ships nearby, 3 of its ally ships, or for us it's enemy ships, that's what this target tag is for. Which reminds me, I gotta move this because this doesn't move with the microchip for some reason. If it detects 3 or more of it, it will initiate its shield effect shielding its allies, making them invincible to everything. They cannot die. They literally will not die until either the shielder that shield them dies or another shielder dies in general. If there are no more than 3, if it's 2 or 1, it will not activate it until it's a little bit further on the screen to try to get it. Yep, there goes 50 minutes. I got like 10 more minutes, but still, I don't want to make this too long. So the shielder, after some time has passed and it hasn't come across 3 of its ally ships nearby, which is going to be like 3 lanes and 3 lane equivalents of this, it'll wait a little bit longer. And if there's still no 3 enemies coming by, like say a fast enemy shows up, it will initiate it if there is a single enemy nearby. And okay, let me go over to here for a second and delete this. This is supposed to be for the shields, but we don't have shields. This does not accept shields. So let me bring this down to 0 for a second. Yes, this enemy ship will have 1. Any damage will kill this ship. Mainly because it's not supposed to be tanky. If it was tanky, that would be kind of a dick move. I mean, the game is already hard enough as it is. Not being able to kill this ship would be basically a death sentence. The only thing that this ship cannot shield are larger enemy ships. And what that basically means is any ship that can fit the bubble that I pre-made is either moderate or small. I don't know if I'm going to go for like 5 different sizes, because there's definitely larger ships than the large ones that we have, but that's the main point. I'm probably going to have this go like 1 speed. I have to hook this all up in the end, but I'll do that after I end this. So yeah, basically, you want to kill this enemy ship before it gets out of hand and shields the wrong ship. And if it shields a flanker and you can't reach this ship, you're going to get destroyed. Or at least damaged. And that's not something you want. Alright, I'm going to end this here because, oh boy, that's I gotta remember how I did all of this. There's probably like a whole bunch of stuff here. Like, yeah, I gotta like hook this up to this, see if this is still what it's supposed to be. You're not connected, right? Okay, good. I don't need you to connect right now. But yes, that's it. That's all there is. We're back for the time being. Hope you've enjoyed this. Sorry for the lack of emotions and soul-crushing annoyance, but I was able to try to remedy the situation by fixing some things and saving some things and deleting some things, and now I'm gonna end it. All right, later, bye. I hope you've enjoyed this for what it was. Dear God, save me. Later.